Bills coach Sean McDermott met with reporters on Tuesday to look back on the season that was. And among other things, he was asked about the decision not to go for a touchdown, but to go for a field goal right before halftime when facing a Chiefs team that field goals will not beat. Here's McDermott.
The one before half really felt like, morale was a big piece of that. They had momentum. They were getting the ball after half as well, Vic, and felt like we needed to come away with points at that one, because even though sometimes analytics may say one thing, and whether it said it or not on our chart, I think there's a human element to the game at the end of the day, and felt like we needed to come away with points as I look at those guys in the locker room and say, hey, we got something to show for that drive we put together at the end of the half. And I thought that was important because it was getting awfully tough sledding there for a little bit.
I understand what Coach McDermott's saying there, but again, the human element is you're facing the Chiefs, and field goals will not beat the Chiefs. You have to match touchdown with touchdown, especially as you feel like the game is beginning to get out of your grasp. We see upsets in the playoffs turn on that moment that makes us say, uh-oh, like the Scotty Miller touchdown, right? When you're going into a place where you are expected to lose in the postseason, Chris, I think you need to have in your bag of tricks an uh-oh moment. You need to have something ready to go that's going to flip things your way. Otherwise, you're just not going to win the game.
Well, yes, and they've had that all year. I mean, we've talked about it. They've had trick plays, anything you want like that. We talked about this on Monday. I kind of said exactly what Sean McDermott did right there. I didn't have as much of a problem with the one before the half. I did not. Because if you go in down 21-9 and they're going, wait, Kansas City's going to get the ball, morale could be an issue to where the team goes, damn, we're screwed. We're out of this. So there is a little logic in human psychology there, just at least in my experience being in football, to where, you go in and you go, okay, we got some points. Yeah, we're down 9. We can still salvage this. We like this, even, no matter what happens here. There is something to that. And also, we got to remember, their offense hadn't done jack diddly squat until that drive. They had a hard time doing anything. So I think there was something there, too, where he's going, man, one play, they've had the best of us really the whole half. Let me just kick a field goal and go away with that. You know me, and I think you're more of this, too. My issue is the next field goal. Yeah, now it's 24-12, and now you go, wait, it's the third quarter, and you're not going to stop them. It's apparent. We got to start being aggressive, and that's where, I disagree. But he addressed that, too, and he understands that as well, it sounds like.
He said he's kicking himself a little bit at the end of the day. Let's just be aggressive there as it relates to the second field goal,
one, yeah.
Not the first
right.
one. But again, and this is something, I don't know how much of this
tough.
You actively plan for as a coach during the season. This is where experience in the postseason becomes very helpful. But my experience of watching it and studying it for 40-plus years is if you're going to score the upset on the road in a playoff game, you have to craft those moments. You have to engineer momentum in your favor. You have to be ready to do something gutsy, something maybe unexpected, but something different from the normal formula that you would apply in a regular season game, because in a regular season game, you got next week. In a postseason game, you don't. Remember the Andy Reid quote after going for it on 4th and 1 against the Browns, trying to hold the lead, there is no tomorrow. If you're the underdog, you need to take that mentality even more to heart. There is no tomorrow. You're David, he's Goliath, and you better have a pretty good stone in your slingshot and be ready to aim it, Chris.
Yeah, no, listen, I think they're very aware of that. That's why they always had those type of plays throughout the year. I just think that was a tough moment right there, and they were clearly overmatched as a football team at the end of the day.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.